I've had the idea for Alaska Friends for over a year now, ever since moving back home to Alaska. My original plan was to just stay here for a few months and then find a job in San Francisco because I wanted to be in tech. As I was starting to apply to jobs, I really realized that I would miss Alaska. I really fell back in love with my home. Alaska Friends is really cool because it involves my entire community and has the potential to involve the entire Alaskan community. On this pitch competition, a friend actually told me about it, and our initial idea, this is something that I still really want to do in the future. I just don't think it's possible for the amount of capital that I have and brain power. It just really needs a lot more people and involvement. I had the idea of making this a travel company. People could come to Alaska, experience Alaska like Alaska Friends do. However, I wanted to be realistic and do something that I could actually do myself today. And then that would be something that we would build up to. I really feel like a lot of the things that happened in this video that you'll see happen for a reason. The first starting with my meeting with Erin. Erin is actually a subscriber and she attended, I think, my second journaling workshop. She did this logo for me. Erin, you're the best. Over the 2-hour long conversation, here are kind of the general highlights that I wanted to talk about in this pitch competition. I'll just start from square one of what I'm trying to do with Alaska Friends. Mm-hmm. I think Alaska is a really unique community. I think even the people here are really unique. So I've always really valued my Alaska Friends, which is where the name came from. There's a ton of construction going on, by the way. I'm just gonna put in headphones so I don't have to listen to it. Okay, so we had these 2 foreign exchange students come in the middle of winter. They were severely underprepared for the cold weather. And right when they got their rental car, they crashed into a snowbank. And then we met up with them for dinner and they're just I don't know what to do here. It's way easier, I think, to be here if you have Alaska Friends to show you the way. Then you can experience Alaska like an Alaskan or like an Alaskan friend. I think there's also a lot of depression and mental illness and alcohol abuse and drug abuse here, just because I think there are such extremes. And if you don't have a community, you resort to other things. That's actually why I'm trying to build Alaska Friends, to foster my own community. Alaska is the perfect subject. It's the perfect backdrop. It's just stunning, everything about it. It's untouched on social media. I contacted 3 of my YouTube friends, Shelby Church, Elliot Choi, and then he was going to bring his friend Kelly Wakasa. They all have amazing content, and I know that they would all make super unique videos about Alaska. The cool thing is they just really want to come here. And I think they said it's oh, you make Alaska look really fun. So yeah. And I was cool. So they were going to cover all of the cost of travel. So I don't even really need to be convincing people. So there's not going to be a certain place that we go or a certain company that we work with every single time. I just want to sell Alaska as an adventure. Yeah. It's a place that you can go in COVID, a place that's big enough for you to socially distance, a place where you can experience the outdoors, especially in Corona times. And it's just it's kind of in everyone's backyard, at least if you're on the West Coast. Yeah. It's Friday and I'm actually quarantining because one of my friends, I hung out with him on a Wednesday and he was with a guy that tested positive for coronavirus on Tuesday. I've had a headache all yesterday, but I didn't get a lot of sleep and I feel like my throat is kind of weird. Other than that, I'm just working on my presentation. There's nothing more I hate than making presentations. My brain really just does not work in a way that synthesizes information. I start on this topic, go woo, woo, synthesizing things to just this, and this. That's hard for me. The slides are due today, so I'm hoping to send those in probably tomorrow morning. Shortly after I film this, I just read the fine print, the competition rules. You must submit your deck by Friday night if you plan on using slides. And I thought about it, and I was if I'm not good at slides, why would I use them? So I didn't. Okay, so today after I had my call with Erin, I pretty much just spent 3 hours looking at my computer screen, and I've also just been kind of in bed, feeling sorry for myself. It was 7 o'clock and I knew that I wasn't going to do anything. So I went on a walk by myself and I was going to call a friend, but then I just decided to kind of think about my pitch and try to finalize it out loud talking to myself, which is exactly what I did. And it actually worked out really well. And I had my phone recording and I just kind of stuck it down my shirt. I have some pretty cool ideas for this pitch, I think. One of them involves
using this projector. We don't have the ability to play video, and a lot of mine is very visual. This is the BenQ GB1. They actually sent this to me, and I'm gonna play this in the background and I'm gonna stand in front of it. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter post like really insane Zoom setups where they connect their camera to their computer as like a new webcam, and I think that would actually make this pitch like incredibly better, because then you could actually see like in good detail what's happening in the background. Okay, I might have to consider that. On Sunday, I finally transcribed what I had come up with on my walk. My name is Annemarie Allen, and I am the founder of Alaska Friends. I've really never been someone to talk to myself out loud, but after this, I've started doing it a lot more, and honestly, I think that there's something to it. On Monday night, when I was finished with my pitch, I met up with my friend Ludfi for kombucha, since I'm doing Sober October, to go over my pitch with him. Ludfi has known about my Alaska Friends idea since probably January, and Ludfi is great because we always talk about our ideas, and we can agree on a lot of things, but we can also disagree on things.
You always want how much you spend more than you're going to ask for.
Really?
So,
is that a thing? Or is it just in your head?
I think it's smart. I think it's just like psychological.
I was watching the Shark Tank things, like just top Shark Tank pitches. So I'm like, what should I do? And they don't say that.
Yeah, again, that's just my advice. And I've done a lot of Shark Tanks, so take my advice with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, I like your idea, the one you had earlier, but I don't think I like that one.
Okay, so it is Monday night. Now I'm just gonna practice going over this pitch, and it's only 2 minutes. I'm going to spend kind of like the rest of tonight. I actually kind of want to go over it like 20 times, because I figure 20 times 2 minutes each is just 40 minutes of my time, so I could totally do that. It is 11:17, and I have done about 15 practice rounds. This conference is usually held in person, so I actually have a huge advantage. I get to do this pitch from the comfort of my own home. I'm pretty much just kind of like used to speaking in my room by myself. I talk to the camera for YouTube, so that's an advantage that I have, which is great. I thought that you could only win $5,000 up to $5,000, but you can actually win up to $15,000. I feel like it's not likely that I would win the $15,000, but whenever I tell people about my Alaska Friends idea, and whenever I like show people my videos, Alaskans love the idea of this. So I feel like there's actually like kind of a possibility that I could win some amount of money. It is Tuesday at noon. I'm on my way to pick up some camera equipment for my friend Luffy. Thank you.
All right. Best of luck.
Thank
Go
you.
get that money.
Go get that money. So my plan is I'm going to project onto this wall. I'm pretty much just going to take my desk, flip it so that it's facing over here. I'm going to set up like a camera tripod behind it. Since I'm doing projections, it's a little hard to see, and it'll be really, really key if I can get his camera to work with Zoom. So it's just gonna be me kind of like trying to figure that out today. And I still need to like kind of put together the little video. It's just like, it's gonna be like 2 minutes with the logo and then the visual background, because I'm really just pitching making videos, and it's kind of hard to see how my videos are if I can't play my videos. Okay, so I'm kind of testing everything out to see if my technology works as I want it to. It's gonna be a lot of moving parts. Technical difficulties. It is currently 4:50. I've been trying to like kind of set up this situation for quite a while now. I'm pretty drained right now, just trying to figure out all the tech. I would have to go buy 2 extra things, and like I don't even own this camera, so I would just return it after. And I've just been debating whether I should just use my webcam. I'm like stressed. I have like a pimple right now. I just have a vision in my head, and it really just does not look as good without using a nice camera. Okay, I probably wasted like half my day just trying to figure out this technology, but here we are. I went to Best Buy. I genuinely never do this, but like I just really want this to work because it will make my presentation a million times better. So if this works, then I will be so happy, and if it doesn't, we're not gonna have that energy in here right now. So we're gonna test it out. We're gonna test it out. Please work. I'm gonna open this as nicely as possible in the hopes that they can just repackage it. I'm going to keep everything nice and pristine. I do not condone this behavior usually. Okay, don't hate me, I hate myself. I'm going to put this receipt somewhere very safe. So I have this micro HDMI cable. Okay, the camera, HDMI. Plug. This is a long ass cord. Oh my god. It's all good. We were looking at the wrong one. Okay, we're good still. Now we have this Camlink 4K plug-in computer. Pray that it works. Okay. Nothing's happening. Start Zoom. It works! Wow. Okay, so as you can tell, you actually might not be able to tell. I hope you can. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the, with this nice camera. I mean, there's like a lot of inception right now, so maybe you can't see. You can see my face a lot clearer, and when I have the stuff in the background, then it'll look a lot better.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Cool.